Hello, hello. Happy Monday. This is the best part of your Monday, I am sure. Okay. How's everyone doing today? I see that Ange is here and Deborah. I can't believe you're here early either. Hello, Deborah and Ange and Krista. Let's see who else pops in really quick. Oh, it has been a day. I'm just going to take a breath. Okay, a drink. Oh, man. There's not much in here. Actually, there's nothing in there. I drink it all. Best part of my Monday. Mine too. I love hanging out with y'all. So, super excited. I do have some stuff that I want to show y'all today and talk about. And then we're going to have fun because I'm going to do some stuff. Do y'all like my old lady glass holder? So I'm contemplating refill stat. I know. You know what? I have a granddaughter here. Kaylin, can you come fill up my water cup for me? Thank you. See, it pays. I don't care which flavor. You can put any flavor in there. Just ice and water. You're awesome. Thank you. Hi, Ro. It has been a Mondayest of Mondays. Yes, I love your holders. Oh, these. Yeah, okay, so these are progressive. Like, I can see distance fine. I don't need them to drive. I don't need them to see just in general. I just need to see anything that is further than my hands. I can see, right? Like, I can see my computer screen, and I can kind of read it. But I'm so tired of having glasses on all the time. And I try putting them on my head, but then, I don't know, I do this and they fall off. So I put the old lady things on. So I'm trying to see if I really do want to have progressives and just wear them all the time, or if I want to be able to just do this and be free of glasses. Did you know you have sweat glands in your eyelids? And I feel like I get hotter with glasses on. Welcome to my live where you will learn the most irrelevant, bizarre things. I just ordered new glasses. Hope they get here quick. Yeah, I have my appointment next week, so I'm really trying to decide if I'm okay with the old lady things. But I think what I'm going to do is if I find that I'm okay, I think what I'm going to do is actually wrap this with some lace or make it like prettier. I don't know. I'm going to bling it up a bit. Okay, who is all here? I know there's some more people that are popping in. Oh my good gravy. I want them before I leave. Yeah, you probably should get them before you leave. Hopefully you will have them so you can see all the things. Okay, so I am going to talk about a few things while we are just I'm going to wait for my water because I really am thirsty and I have to sneeze. I feel it like up in here somewhere. She's getting my water for me. So sweet. So, but I did have a doctor's appointment today and now I have to go and get blood work, the whole shebang. So I have more appointments coming and Kaylin has appointments. So I've been super busy already doing all the things. Adulting sucks. We were in such a hurry to become adults. Thank you, sweetheart. And here we are, and I don't like it. I want to go back. I want to go back to when I was told to take naps, so we'll take a nap. Go to your room. Happily go to my room. Oh, thanks. That's the one who made me a Nana. Miss Kaylin. Okay, so what do I want to talk about? There's a few things. Advent box, there's still a few left. So if you haven't, hi Sharon, if you haven't got your Advent box, you better get it. Because I'm telling you, get closer to time, they're going to be gone. And then there's nothing I can do to help you out. So get the Advent box. The live sale note, everybody, okay, here is the little thing for the Advent box. So you get 25 individually wrapped numbered packages. You can unwrap them all at one time, or you can do it day by day. So you'll have a package that has day 1 and one that says day 2. You do what you want with your packages. Yeah, that's true. You can't just go take a nap. Hi, Amanda. Where was I? 95% of the box can be used all year. There's only 10% is like Christmas or winter theme. Authentic vintage items. So you'll know I go treasure hunting all the time. There's a lot of authentic vintage items in the Advent box. They're individually wrapped. Everything in the box can be used in your journals. Yeah, Ro always unwraps the whole thing at one time. I do have some people, though, who do day by day. They open each little present to themselves. So that is on the website, front and center, first page. So go check that out. The next thing I want to talk about is I had to change the date for the fabric life sale. It's going to be Saturday, Saturday the 13th at 2 o'clock. I have fabric samples. I have fat quarters. There may be some other stuff in there. I don't know yet. I'm trying to figure out what all I have. I have a lot of fabric and it's in various places. So I'm trying to gather the stuff that I've got on the trip, stuff that I have, etc., etc. So we will have, I'm sorry. I will have a lot of fabric, fat quarters and fabric samples, great deals, one-of-a-kind stuff that is amazing. So just mark your calendars for Saturday the 13th at 2 o'clock. I will be on the live sale. No, remove. Okay. So in a minute, when I flip the camera around, I'm going to show you something else that I have a ridiculous amount of. When you go to estate sales, you never know what you're going to find and what kind of deals you're going to get. So I'm going to show you some of that stuff. So there's some more stuff coming. So that I do have new items in the shop, and I'm going to show you those tonight. But I do want to say this. If you are a Ko-fi member, and there's quite a few of y'all here, don't forget, you get your 20% off even on live sales. So you get your 20% off on live sales, and anything on the website, you get 20% off. That's if you are a paying Ko-fi member. So remember, I switched from Patreon because they're ridiculously expensive, and I went to Ko-fi. So you can check that out right there, right? So it's not clickable. I haven't figured out how to make stuff clickable on here yet, but seriously, guys, my links are every freaking where. You can find the links, and if you can't, message me, I'll send it to you. But yes, if you are a Ko-fi member, you get 20% off of every live sale, anything in the shop, etc., etc. So that's just a fun little perk for my Ko-fi members. Okay, so there is that. What else? I think that's it. Oh, and I don't know if y'all do know this, because I did it like right before I went on vacation, but all of my digitals are also print and ship. All my print and ship background papers, all the paper packs, are also now available in vellum. So if you love adding vellum to your journals and you don't want to print, or your printer doesn't do vellum, or whatever the case may be, I now offer vellum as a choice on all the print and ship paper packs. So if you like vellum as much as I do, that's something you want to do. I have a big order that I have to do of vellum. They turn out beautifully. So gorgeous. I should have printed some off to show y'all. I just didn't. But yeah, they're gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So yes, I just wanted to let y'all know that that is available on the website as well. Vellum. All right, I'm gonna flip my camera so y'all can see all the fun stuff down here. You love vellum, Krista? Yeah, and if you don't see it, because I had a customer tell me today that one of my paper packs wasn't in the print and ship, it was in the digital. I put it in the print and ship so she could get her vellum. So if you don't see it, let me know. Just message me. I'm not perfect. I am a one woman show here, so I do kind of miss things or, whatever. So let me know if there's something is not there. All right, I'm going to switch my camera so y'all can see the fun stuff. Okay, here is some of the fun stuff. But before I show you this, so this is already in the shop. I did want to show y'all something that will be coming up in a future live sale. Not the one coming up on Saturday, but a future live sale. Beads. Strings and strings and strings of beads. And I am selling the whole string. Like, look at that. Is that not so gorgeous? Now, I have to remember to grab the ones that I want before I sell them, because I will just get all excited about sharing my finds with y'all, and then I forget to take my own out. Look at this. Like, look at this. And y'all are going to pass clean out when I tell you how much these beads are going to be going for. Are y'all ready to pass out? Make sure you're sitting down. Each string of beads will be going for, drum roll please, $5. $5 a string. No matter if it's big, little, small, because I am trying to keep my life simple. And I will tell you the original price on here. So this strand originally was $8. And this strand originally was $12. And these are not Hobby Lobby beads. These are not Joanne beads. These are more expensive beads. Anyway, I like passing on my savings to y'all. So this will be coming up soon, because I also have some other like small beads, spacers, stuff like that. I got to figure out what to do with those and how I'm going to sell them. So anywho, also Ko-fi members get first dibs. So, and that is any tier. You don't have to be the top tier. You can be the lowest tier and you still get 20% off, and you still get first dibs on some of the items that are limited. So just keep that in mind. All right, now without further ado, let's go what is in the shop right now. So in the shop right now, I made collage strips. So, okay, I'm just going to keep harping on the Ko-fi membership perks. If you are a Ko-fi member, we have chats, we have Zooms, we have all the things. And when they say, oh man, I really wished, I could find more of these or this or that, I say, well, let me make it for you. So they get to request a lot of items that go in the shop. And these are one of them. So these are collage strips, right? Now, Mr. Holtz is an amazing artist and does amazing things. But he's not the only one. So collage strips are now available at Steph's Design Space. You get 40 strips. I'm just kind of showing you the strips, right? You get 40 strips for $6.50. Okay, and they are cheaper than Mr. Tim. Again, I am not trying to become a multimillionaire. I just need to make enough to keep doing what I'm doing, to share with y'all and all the things. So that's not quite 40, but I have made some stuff, and that's what I'm going to work on today. So I'm going to kind of zoom in a bit. There we go. So these are some of the collage strips This is one of the things that I made. So you just put it down on, it was scrapbook paper, and then I added my little butterflies, and then you open it up, and I made some writing space, and then I used one of the collage strips as a belly band. Who remembers these? This was Gen X texting, right? Oh my gosh. I saw this on, I don't know, flipping through something. They were talking about Gen X, and that's what they said. This is how Gen X texted. And I was like, oh, I remember that. And y'all, it came back to me. Muscle memory is great. I folded this sucker up, and I'm like, this is going to go in so many journals as like a little tuck spot, a little writing space. Anyway, so the collage strip, I just made a belly band on here. Easy peasy. I cut some of the pieces apart and just glued them on some fabric. Now, I have an idea for this that I'm going to do here in a little bit. And then I just made a tag. Just made a tag, put it on, you know, some cardstock, put my little butterfly up there, and there we have it. So that is what I made with the collage strips, and I am going to make some more stuff tonight with the collage strips. Now, I am excited about this. I have wanted to do this for well over a year, if not longer, and I really could not figure out the best way to do it. And so, you know what? Sometimes you just have to jump in and figure it out as you go. Are we ready for this? I now have 12 by 12 double-sided cardstock. So this one is, what is this one called? Grungy Ledger. Can y'all see this okay? Let me know if y'all can see it okay, because I will really want you to be able to see everything. I'm going to get a drink while I wait for y'all to say yes or no. God, the lag is so bad. Love the grunge, so cute. Okay, I'm assuming y'all can see everything. So this is 12 by 12, double-sided. So each side is a different design. There are 12 pages here, which is a total of 24 different designs. Okay, so I'm just going to flip them. And some may be upside down. I just kind of put them together. So we have, so this is like a ledger kind of look. And then we have the grungy ledger, or like the grungy look. And they look amazing together. Like if you were to flip this up, right? Because a lot of times when we're doing projects and we're using double-sided paper, you want it to look good either way that you fold it, right? And these just go so well together. So if you into the grunge, you like the grungy look, these are for you. So you will get, I'm sorry, I think I'm not paying attention. So you have that one in the back, and then you have this one. So there is 12 different, there's 12 pages, right? You will get in the pack 3 of each page. So you'll get 3 of this page, you'll get 3 of this page, and so on, right? So you'll get 3 of each design. So that is a total of 36 pages. So these are a total of 36 pages. And again, the front and backs are different from each other. So it's basically 24 different designs. And these are $30. I'm not mass producing. I create and print all of these myself. Okay. So, but double-sided paper is getting harder and harder to find. And it still is cheaper than getting what is that called? The open stock, where you get 1 page at a time. I mean, yeah, if they're on sale, they're on sale. If you're a Ko-fi member, everything's always on sale because you always get 20% off. So there's that. Okay, so this is called Victorian Rose. Again, same concept. It's 12 by 12. You get 12 different pages, 24 total different designs, and you will get 3 apiece. I am in love with this one. And again, some of them may be like look upside down. I just love when packs have multiple pages, so I don't fear using them. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? I have a printer that prints 12 by 12. Not everybody does. And so I want to take advantage of what I have and be able to offer it to y'all. You can go that way, and then that's that side. These are all not facing the right way. So we have that side, and then we have that side. Oh, is that not so gorgeous? Okay, I think this one is my favorite. So we have that and that. I want a cover with this. Like, oh, isn't that so gorgeous? Gorgeous. That one was my favorite. So we have this one, and then that's the back side. And again, you know, I'm going to go to my favorite one. So if I'm making something, like, look at how good it just looks folded up. You know, if I'm doing an envelope or whatever, oh, I'm so excited. I'm thinking my step tags that I have, this would be gorgeous for a step tag. Okay, so that, and then this is the other side. We have that one and that one. This one and this one. Now, some of them look similar, like they have the same type of design, but the actual print is different. So there are some that look similar, but they are different. We have this one. And that one. Uh-oh. And we have this one. And then that's the back. I think this is my other favorite one. I am loving that green. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so we have Victorian Rose and Grungy Ledger. On the website, they are under the new category, and they are also under print and ship 12 by 12. So you can find them there. So what do y'all think? Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, now I want to finish playing. So on this one, now we're going to have fun. On this one, I think I'm going to make this like a double, not a double belly band. I think I'm going to make this a wide belly band. Dum-da-dum. No, that's a bit too wide for my taste. So I'm gonna cut that down just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. All right, I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way. This is stuff I want to work on tonight while I'm playing. Love the new pages. Thanks, Krista. I need the set Victorian Rose. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. I am in love with it. I am looking for some, I want to do some that are like Victorian or vintage Christmas. I know there's a lot of people who do Christmas journals, and I know it's very much that time of year that people start working on that if they haven't already. So I'm looking to see what I can come up with. One. Let me see. Well, that's not going to help me. It's less than 4. Math is not my strong suit. Anybody else? Just math is not your thing. Especially when it comes to measurements. I'm just terrible. Terrible at measurements. All right. Where is... I just drew a line and now I don't see it. Oh, there it is. So it happens when you use a pencil on brown stuff. So, yeah. And I would love, I talk about my Ko-fi membership and stuff a lot. There's a lot of perks to it. I have formed so many amazing friendships from my Patreon, now Ko-fi members. I mean, if I need to do so, I can message them and be like, hey, I need to clean. Anybody want to keep me company? And we'll just hop on a random Zoom, right? So I don't know. I feel like I have made not just, paid members, but real and true friends. And you get perks. I mean, a ton of perks. Y'all should just go check it out. Go look at all the perks you get. It is phenomenal. It's so funny because they say, what you enjoy doing is your love language, and that's not true for me because I love giving. I am such a giver. I love giving. I don't like receiving, mainly because I'm so freaking picky and I want to know what I'm receiving. So I don't like gifts as much as I like acts of service. That's my love language. You do some stuff for me and that makes me as happy can be. But I am a giver at heart. And sometimes I don't know when to stop. But I'm okay with it if y'all are okay with it, right? Oh, come out already. It's because I forgot to water this one down. This is the Hobby Lobby one. It's really good. In my mind, it is just as good. I mean, hold-wise as Fabri-Tac without all the crazy. Steph is a fantastic personal shopper. Thanks, Ange. Oh, that is upside down. And it matters because this has like script on it. And this has a face. And I don't want the face to be upside down. I was going to make it a double belly band, but I don't care for those as much because I just don't. I don't know why. Hi, Lena. Hi, Sylvia. I'm just smushing this down. So now this is going to be a belly band to go on a page. And what I did is I took one of the collage strips and I just cut the sections out and then glued them on a piece of pink like ribbon. And then I glued it on the paper and we have a gorgeous belly band that would, honestly, this would look good in the grunge to give it a little color, right? Or the pink. So it's all versatile. All right, let me stick you back under there. All right, now let's put these up here. So I just wanted to finish that up. Okay, this bracelet's coming off because that clanging is getting on my last nerve. So Kaylin and I promised her for her birthday, which was in May, but a lot of stuff has happened, right? And so I told her for her birthday that we would go to James Avery, and I realized that none of my non-Texas friends know what that is. James Avery is an artisan, and we get these if you are a Texas girl, you have a charm bracelet with all these charms from James Avery. Anyway, so I told her, and we went and got our matching butterflies. So Kaylin and I have matching charms on our charm bracelet. Okay. Thanks, Ange. But I'm going to have to put that over there because it's clinking on the glass mat, and I'm just not a fan of the noise. All right. Now what am I going to do? I wanted to show you. So if you watched my video on transforming your I don't want to say ugly, but not so pretty postcards. This is another way you can do it. So I have a not so pretty postcard. Like, I don't even know where these came from, but it's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it with packing paper, courtesy of Amazon. I love it when I get stuff from Amazon and with the packing paper, because it's thin. It's not that super thick packing paper, and so it's really good to cover some stuff up. So I'm going to cover this with the packing paper. There we go. I have a bad habit of not putting lids back on my glues. Okay, what am I missing? Ordered both packs of 12 by 12, couldn't help myself. Yay! I'm going to be a printing fool. I think you got the collage strips and vellum. Now, obviously, I can't do these in vellum because they don't make, I'm sure they do make 12 by 12 vellum. I don't know if they do and what the cost would be. But I think right now we're just going to stick to the 8.5 by 11 for vellum. All right. No, I'm not saving that because I have plenty and I'm not going to stress over the little pieces of paper. Because I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I get stressed out with so many scraps. I'm like, I don't want any more. I don't want any more scraps. I know they're all very useful, but it gets to the point where it's overwhelming. Okay, so the reason I put the brown on there is because I want to stamp it. I have only found 8.5 by 11. Yeah. And I got a ton of vellum for my journals and the collage strips too. Awesome sauce. Okay, so I am going to reach, because I kind of not measured, but I kind of just held it up and I realized that the strips, 4 is way too many. I would end up cutting off too much, and then 3 is not enough. So I thought, you know what? We will just cover it with brown paper. And script. Now, most of the script is going to get covered up, and I'm okay with that. Well, apparently, I don't know how to do this without a, whatchamacallit. Okay, that's good enough. All right. You go back in there. All right. Done and done. So now we have this. The collage strips that I made, I did make some that are horizontal. So you can go and put them, down like this. This is why I wanted to do the brown paper and the script, because you're going to kind of see through it. But just a hair, not a whole bunch. Let me put that at the top, that at the bottom, and that in the middle. So now we need to ink those up. Where is it? Oh, the horizontal would make cute shallow pockets. Yes, they would. I'm just going to ink these up. And y'all know they get packaged and it's all pretty and you get all the things. If you are here and you haven't said hello, please say hello. I would love to know that you stopped by. How did you get that ink all over your hands? So, because I'm a messy girl. Some of this ink, like some of this is residual from when I changed out the ink in my printer yesterday and I didn't wear gloves. I never do, so let's just not pretend like I ever wear gloves. But yesterday, the black ink, when I popped the little cap off, it was like, here, have some ink on your hands. And believe it or not, I have washed and scrubbed them. And yeah, it's still kind of there. And probably when I was doing the stamp, I just had my fingers all in it. It's a rite of passage. All right, so I'm going to put that one there. And I'm going to put that one in the middle. And then I can also look and see, because I know I'm going to have to trim off the sides. And I don't want to cut her, so I'm going to slide her over a bit. Right? And I can cut that off and not lose anything. And this one, I can trim a little bit of each in it to make it even. So that's what we're going to do. I said, how did you not get that ink all over your hands? I would have it all over me. Oh, I feel like I do. I mean, mainly my first finger and all of that. I guess I read it wrong. Sorry, Sharon. But now you got this whole long explanation. And now you know I don't wear gloves when I change the ink in my printer. All right, so I'm going to do the top and the bottom one first, so I can make sure the middle one is centered properly. Don't forget to like the live. It helps the algorithm. Yes, it does. And I always forget to ask for that. I just do this not. So please like me. Well, like my live anyway. All right, next, this is going to go in the middle. And I want all of her. And the lid. All right, now we're just going to trim it up. And so it still has the, postcard markings on the back. We're not going to cover that up. This is a great journal card. I love using blank postcards as journal cards. And there we have it. Except we have to round the corners. I know it's a postcard and postcards aren't rounded. My journal, my rules. And there are no rules, except what I want. See, I just feel like that makes such a difference. And then I'm just going to go around and give this a good little smidge on the sides, just to get rid of the white. And this is a much more appealing looking postcard than it was in the beginning. So that is a great way to do that. Okay, I've done that. Now I have this one that I'm going to fold in half. Ooh, I didn't realize that was there. Well, we'll do something about that. Just going to fold this in half. So I have a little carousel over here, and I labeled it with everything, and I still end up just sticking everything in one hole. I know. All right, so I'm going to make that the top, and I have something I'm going to put over that. I'm going to say that a bunch of times. So I have this spelling book from I don't know when. And it is in rough shape. Like, it's not, It's not something I would sell. I mean, I would sell it if someone really wanted it, but you can see like the pages are just, rough. It is very, very worn, very, very loved. And so when I have books like this that I don't feel are, sellable, I keep them and just use them for the backgrounds. So I have that. Oh, but I really like that one. So I don't need this extra at the bottom. And giving it a vintage torn look is not hard to do at all. I don't want to tear too much though, because it is so sensitive that I can end up tearing like way into here. I've done that before. Sensitive is not the right word. Brittle is probably more along the lines of what I'm looking for. Okay, and then I'm going to go across the top just to make it even. Love old grungy books. They do make great backgrounds. That's what I'm doing with this one. And it's going to cover up. Apparently, I was trying inks out for some reason or another. And okay, so all right, I do need to kind of grunge this up because some of it is going to be seen. So we're just going to do the sides. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want this and cut that off. And I think, yes, I think that is what I'm going to do. Because I want those numbers. Okay, so, and when I do with like really brittle pages, I don't put glue on the page. I put glue on this. Because if I were to do this on the page, there's a very good chance that it would just tear the page. And we don't want that. So I tend to glue whatever I am sticking it to. All right, and then we're going to trim. I love the type of books. Yeah, those pages are gorgeous. I wouldn't mind some of those pages if you like to share a few. Yeah, I can throw some in your Ko-fi package. All right, so we have that up at the top. I'm going to save that just in case I decide I want to use it. These little bits, I'm not. So these little bits go in the trash. Okay. Now, so I'm contemplating, do I want to cover this with the strips? Or do I want to... I think I'm going to cover the inside. I want to cover the inside with the strips. And I like this man. So he is going to go on there. Okay, so I can do that. What else? That's a horizontal, so I'm going to keep that out. So is that one. So is that one. I might put the man in the middle. Horizontal. I might do that one, but cut off those red flowers. Not for any reason except, Ooh, I could do the lady, the man and the woman. Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe instead of that one, I do this one. I'm just looking for ones that are like similar in color and design. I mean, there is a lot to choose from. Like I said, I had 40 in there. Hi, Lori. Don't be sorry you just woke up. I'm glad you got some rest. I'm just playing with my new collage strips. Okay, I think I'm going to be okay with these. But I'm going to separate the man and the woman. I know y'all think I am so funny. Anyway, it's just the way my brain works. It's story time, and my brain's like, you know, don't have them close to each other. Like, he can be whatever. Again, I'm just making stuff up. All right, so I'm going to grunge the sides up a little bit because, like I said, there may be a little bit peeking out. And we all know how Stephanie feels about, you know, solid white stuff. She doesn't like it. Okay. I'm not going to go all the way down because I know I'm going to trim some of that off. Okay. So, put that. Is it going to fold? Yes. All right. Smush it. Smush it out. And I forgot to ink them. Dadgummit. Dadgummit. Oh, no, that is. This is one way to, oh my gosh, it is shaking the whole thing. It is one way to get all the ink out of your sponge. Okay. Scooch over. You don't need to be that far. Oh my gosh, scoop. Okay. It is what it is. I should have done the paper and whatever. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Okay. It's not exactly even, but we're not going to even talk about that. And that's my fault. That is a me problem. All right, so trim the bottom. Now save all the pieces because those are good little pieces, right? Okay, so that is that. I'm thinking, what do I want to do? So this can get glued onto something, onto the back. So I can create, what can I create? I can create a hinge. Made a couple of journal cards tonight trying to get my stash rebuilt. Good for you. All right, so I'm going to take this ticking. I don't know if I still have this in the shop or not. Okay, so we're going to take this. And I am going to glue it because I want this to, where is my, so I'm going to glue it like that. Hang on, let me go ahead and cut this. So if this is a page in our journal, right? So we have this page, and I have this glued on. Hang on, I got to get my mind right. So this is glued like this. So if I glue it like that and glue this down, and then it can be a flip out, so you can have like a little hidden journal space. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue and this is the back side. Perfect. So it's a little hinge that will get glued on the page whenever I put it in a journal. And I want to take this bit and put up at the top. Let's see if I can barely get that little bit off. I want to keep where it says script, Roman script. I want to keep that, but I want that torn edge look so it kind of matches the top and the bottom. This is where it gets really tricky for me. Can't wait for our Zoom this Friday. I have so much I need to get done. I know I'm very excited about our Zoom on Friday. I mean, she's talking about for Ko-fi. So Ko-fi members, we have just a craft and chat. So it's nothing. You just bring whatever you're doing. Come as you are. Leave the camera off. Leave it on. We don't care. Just make sure you come with clothes on. That's all. If you're going to put your camera on. If you don't want to wear clothes, don't put your camera on. We're good with it. We don't know. I get it. But yeah, when we sit and we craft and we chat and we ask each other our opinion and share what we're doing, it's so much fun. That's funny. Hey, I'm just saying, I'm not here to judge anybody and what they need to do. Darn, I have to get dressed. I mean, you don't have to. You can keep your camera off and do whatever makes you happy, Lisa. So now we know when Lisa shows up and the camera's off, she's not dressed. Oh, that's too funny. No, if Lisa's on and her camera's off, it means she's eating dinner. Okay, this is the front. So I'm going to put that. See, I saved that because I like what it says. And then it kind of coincides with what is on the inside. And now I can take a gander at the little strips that I have left. And see if I want to, add a strip here and there. So I'm going to cut this. Actually, I don't even think they're supposed to be together. They're not. Okay, so I can do a little strip there and maybe a little strip here. This looks horizontal. So make a little collage board. Now I will ink these up. This one's nice. Okay, I don't want it to look like 5. I don't like the one in the middle. So if I do these kind of at that. Oh no, I'm just playing around. And maybe not so many. I think that's my problem. It's like, that's too many. I do like this one up here. It just goes well for me. So we can do that one. And then I think down here, I'm going to just put this one. And then we're just going to call it a day. It's a great time on our Zooms. Would love to meet some new people in person, quote unquote. Yes. And Lisa, I didn't even know you were here. So hello. You probably said hi, but y'all know I have the worst time looking up at the screen. Even though I changed it and it's like right here in front of me, it still requires, you know, paying attention. All right. You know what? I think I'm going to do this one up and down too. Like, who cares? Nobody. And then I'm going to do this one. See, that's too bright for me. Let's see. Oh, don't know what I found. The bird. The bird is going in the middle. See? And then I can use those for something else. You're like, really, Stephanie? Can you use it? I snuck in late. Never late. Always on time. Oh, that didn't work. I love it when you add birds. Me too. Birds are just chef's kiss, man. I love a good bird. All right, so now this would go in that way, but I could do it. Yeah, I could glue it on this side. So if I glued it on this side, it would be like, it would show, right? It would show, and then I would be able to flip it out, and that could be a journal spot. And this, I would probably add a pocket with, a vellum pocket, so you can still see all the pretty stuff, and then a tag. That would be gorgeous. So that is probably what I'm going to do, is do a vellum pocket on the inside, and then I could put, you know, a tag right there, except that's too matchy, but you get what I'm saying. So that is that. Another thing that you can do is get out your peeking shears and make sure the stuff that is behind you falls over. And you can cut, you know, the little stamp shapes with your pinking shears. Now, if you're new and you haven't heard me just to talk about the difference in pinking shears, there is a difference in size of the grooves. I think there's 3, 5, 7, and 10, or maybe 9. I don't remember. These, and I don't remember, these are either a 3 or a 5. The first pair I bought was a 7, and I mean, it was way too big. The little spaces, you know, between. So I got, I want to say these are a 5. So be careful if you're buying pinking shears for the purpose of this. You want to make sure it's 3 or 5, because 7 is way too big. So we will just have fun little bits of ephemera. So I did some of these, like that is amazing. And I'm going to save that for my sewing journal, you know, but you can definitely do that. So I'm going to say that about 50 more times. Now what I wanted to do It's kind of the same thing I did here, is just add some to a strip, and then it can be used for whatever. So why don't we do that? Ink. I bought the smaller ones and they are perfect. Yes. I'm addicted to making stuff with collage strip. It's my new favorite way to decorate. Well, I'm happy that you now have some more collage strips to choose from. I need more birds. I'm definitely purchasing 2 sets of these. Yeah, okay. I cannot read. I can't wait either, Amanda. I love to see everything you create, my friend. You're always creating. Oh, you're so sweet. So sweet. So this can almost be like a snippet roll, but I don't like snippet rolls. So it's just going to be like this strip. That was as long as a belly band. So, because then it can go on top of a wider belly band, or it can be a belly band itself. I just don't like snippet rolls. I tried to like them. I tried so hard. I just don't like, I'd rather just do clusters, and not have it all on a roll. Because I just couldn't get it to roll right, and it was just meh. Oh, I know. I just, shocked the whole junk journal community. All of us. I don't. Now, I think I would like a fabric one because it would fold better. So this might not have been too bad. But see, when adding stuff like this, it doesn't roll very well, and that it gets on my nerves. And if it doesn't make me happy, there's no point in doing it. So yes, create tomorrow. Create. Creating is good for the soul. I really missed it when I was on vacation. Proud of myself that I didn't work, and I didn't create either. I don't remember if I read 2 books, 2.5, something like that. I like that, and not the blue so much on this one. Do 8 inches worth, leave space, 8 more inches, then accordion fold them. Oh, well, that makes sense. But then that's not really a roll. But I get it. No, that makes perfect sense. Because I created some really beautiful snippet rolls and I gave them away because I just didn't like them. I didn't like the way they, yeah. So I don't remember who got them. Somebody got them. You like my profound statement? Somebody got them. Like, really? Somebody? I didn't just, I need to stop talking now. All right. Just trying to use up the little bits that I have. So I'm going to move this down and move that, and then do a little bit in the middle. You can come back refreshed and gave us new products too. You need to vacation more often. You're funny, Amanda. I was a Patreon member back when you had Patreon that got them. Oh, yeah. That's right. I was like, okay, guys, I made all this. I don't want them. And my patrons are like, I do. Oh, that's upside down. Okay, that's better. All right, so that is that. Kind of space it out a bit more. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right, now get the glue in. Yeah, you have been with me for a hot minute, Ro. But Lena is my oldest member, and then you came on after that. I think Lena was actually my very first member. And she's still here. Okay. I don't know what that is. Get off. You're in the, there you go. So with the collage, you can do all kinds of things. The collage strips. I'm just giving you a few ideas. So did anybody come in that didn't get to see the double-sided, the 12 by 12 double-sided paper packs that I now have in the shop? If you need me to show you again before we go, just say so and I will show them again, because I want everyone to get to see the beauty of the paper packs. Like y'all are seeing me use the collage strips, so you know that what those look like. All right. And how fun is that? I know most people leave this, again, you know, my journal, my rules. Oh, you don't go in the trash. You do. That's too little. I'm not going to fool with that. All right. Scoop it. Trash time. All right. Are they already in the shop? Yes. So the snippet, no, that is not the right word. The collage strips and both sets of 12 by 12 are on the website. And yes, I want to see. Okay, Lisa, I will show them again. So if you did not see them the first time, I'm about to show them before I go. All right, so I'm going to scooch all of you over, and y'all need to go in an envelope in my stuff over there because they're little bits. Okay, let me set this up. Well, let's look at what I made tonight, and then I will show them again. Okay, so I made that. I finished that. Let me put my little spelling book back in its little corner. I made this cool little flip. I don't even know what this is called. Flip out doohickey thing. I'm going to add a pocket with a tag. You can journal on the back. So I made that with the collage strips. This I made the other night. I made this, covered up an ugly postcard and made it gorgeous. I may do a focal point of some kind, like a flower. Let's see. A flower, a butterfly, a dragonfly. I need to get some more dragonflies. No, not doing it. I guess I'll need to go shopping when I get home. I want to see. I don't know. Maybe this one would look good. I know y'all can't see it, but you're fixing to. This little vintage hand holding. No, I think it needs something a bit like more grandiose. Like, I'm here. So that's a pink rose. Okay, let me go in here. I absolutely love everything, but that belly band is gorgeous. Thank you. Okay, that's it. Mainly because I don't want to have to keep flipping and looking. Oh my gosh. Hats off to the lazy one. Give it a smidge of ink. All right, I'm going to smack this on there, and then we are going to take one more gander at the 12 by 12 papers. Oh my God, at work today, I saw some make a pumpkin out of an old book. I can't. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be nice. A pumpkin out of an old book. Okay, so we made those. This I made the other day with the little belly band. Okay, now let's get to show and tell one more time. So if you didn't see 12 by 12 double-sided print and ship, it's under the print and ship option on my website. There is 24 total different, you get 12 pages, they're double-sided, that's 24 different designs, and you will get 3 of each design. All right, let me stack that up out of the way. All right, first up is going to be a grungy ledger. Let me move these items. Grungy ledger. And I'm just going to flip. And these are, you're not going to find them anywhere else because I, created and curated these myself. And I just want to show you how good it looks like to have it double-sided if you want to use the 2 sides. Okay, now this right here is not supposed to be there. The little green spots, I know they look cool, but it's because I had a baby wipe on my desk and I didn't realize it. And so when I was setting them over to the side after they printed, they got wet. And that's what happens. But that is not what they're going to look like when you get them. If you want it to look like that, just dab it with a baby wipe and it will do that. So we have that one. Those are going to make amazing tags and pockets and one sheet wonder projects. Yes, they are. I am so excited to use them. I am working on some double-sided Christmas. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. So that is the grungy ledger. And then this is Victorian Rose. And they may be upside down, but obviously, you can just turn it around. Thanks, Lisa. Aren't they gorgeous? I just love them so much. They look amazing. And y'all know how hard it is to decide what looks good on the front and the back. It is so crazy. This one is my favorite. I want a journal cover that looks like this. This is so gorgeous. And then that's the other side. But that's my favorite. When I saw that, I was like, oh, I have to have it. I'm not a shabby chic kind of girl, but that Victorian, oh yeah. See, these are her secrets. Victor. You know what's funny is I didn't even think about this when I named this pack. But it hit me afterward. It's like, why does that sound so familiar? And it's because I wanted to name Rachel. Her name is Rachel Victoria, my first daughter. I wanted to name her Victoria Rose, but I didn't want anybody to call her Vicky, so I didn't name her Victoria. But yeah, the Victorian Rose is like, why does that name sound so familiar? Duh, it's because you wanted to name your daughter Victoria Rose. So that's it. I love the vintage flowers. They're gorgeous. I love them, and I cannot wait to be making some stuff with these. But they are available to y'all as well, so y'all can make gorgeous stuff too. All right, guys, that is all I got for tonight. So thank you for hanging out and watching and looking at all the pretties. Now go add to cart. All right, guys. I will see y'all in all the places. And Saturday, don't forget, I changed the date for the fabric live sale. Saturday, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. So if you are in need of fabric samples, fat quarters, unique fabric you're not going to find anywhere else, I got you. See you Saturday. Y'all have a blessed night. Bye.